Check, check. Good morning, Chalela! What a beautiful sight on a sunny morning to see everybody here. So first I must get this first disclaimer on the table. As you know, we have a COVID situation, and through this last year, we have been following different ways to combat COVID. So today, as we go forward this morning, please wear your masks and try to maintain your social distancing so that we don't create a hot spot or anything like that. And so with that in mind, thank you very much for listening, and hopefully we can all do that. My name is Mel Sheldon. I will serve as your tour guide this morning, and we're going to have a lot of fun over the next half hour, because what an event that we are celebrating this morning. Just several years in the making, unbelievable teamwork that went into this, the challenges that went into us, and here we are this morning. So we're here to celebrate our elders that are with us, our tribal members, our TGO team, as well as all the construction folks that made this happen. But we couldn't have done it without you. So I'd like to ask Natasha Gobin if you would come up and give us a prayer this morning to start us off in a good way.
O Shligwalapo Hach Siayaya. As boot boot lachi beat to bootlid twaltis alap altia adzalus dadatu. Friends and relatives, I raise my hands to each and every one of you for being here this morning. Jewel chach ti hach siayus ti ich yot yalab chach iti ich dos zeox iti ich dos yayus. Today we celebrate the hard work and determination of our ancestors that have brought us to this point in our tribal government today. We celebrate all of the leaders that have brought us here, all of the hard workers in our community. Let us pray. O cha cha shaksiab, ut igwitsi chach twaltia slacheo, ut igwitsi chach twaltik siayus ati ich yot yalab chach, ast igwichach twalti hach siayus, ati ich dos zeuks, iti ich dos yayus. Uwalakwitsi chach guahali cha ti ich bak gua altia iti ich as huel. Guahali cha ti ich bak hlucha chil. Guahali cha alti slaus. Uwalakwitsi chach guahali cha ti ich swatufted ti ich slahalalt. Guahali cha ti ich bak ishad chach. O Basista. Creator, we give thanks for this day. We thank you for the hard work of our ancestors, our leaders past and present, and all of the workers who made this possible. We ask that you watch over and bless each and every person that walks into this building, and please protect them when they leave. We ask you to continue to watch over this place. Please protect all of the workers. Please protect everyone in our community. We give thanks for all that you have given us. Amen.
Thank you, Natasha. Now I'd like to ask our drummers and singers to come forward, and I believe they're going to give us an honoring song. Would that be correct, Lynn? All right, please come forward. Yeah, Glenn, if you'd like to introduce the song today.
So traditionally, in our way, we open up many of our buildings with a welcome song. The song belonged to Harriet Shelton Dover. Her Indian name was Hieltsa. And as we come in, we would be blessing the four corners of the building and thanking all the people for showing up for this event.
Oh
Thank you very much to our drummers and singers for that honoring song. It means a lot to us, and especially when it's coming from our hearts. You could just feel the vibrations come through for all of us today. I'd like to also ask our chairwoman, Terry Gobin, to come forward. We're so fortunate as her leadership is so good, so strong. Can we give her a warm Tulalip welcome? Terry?
Thank you, Mel. What a beautiful day. I want to thank everybody for being here today. It's really exciting, and thank all of our tribal members who came up here to bless up this property. This has been a long project. Over the last 4 years since we broke ground, but what an awesome job that staff did. The people who built this, all of the workers who are here, I want to thank each and every one of them. And the casino team, Belinda Hagnes, who took over the reins and brought this project to what it is today. But each and every one of you are so important that done the work here. And I do want to thank Teresa Jira. She's worked for the gaming for 26 years, and she was on the beginning of this project, and then she passed it off to Belinda, and I want to thank her too. Thank you, Teresa. But the people here in this community, in the casinos, they're like family members, and they take care of one another. And I'm so glad that we finally are able to give them a casino that the air quality is good, that the feeling is good. This building, we've been in this old building, we've remodeled it at least 3 times, maybe more. And it was time. We knew that it was time to build a new facility that our people can be proud of, that the community can be proud of. But what this does is our gaming organizations bring economic development to not only us, but the surrounding communities, the businesses in the area, that they receive the overflow of business. And it's a beautiful place, and I can't wait for each and every one of you to see it. But what we do with our gaming funds is to fund our tribal government, tribal services. So it is an essential business to us in Native communities. So we are, we just won the tax case, but we're getting a portion of the tax that we should have. So we will finally be able to start enjoying in that and increasing our economic opportunities to better our whole community. But I want to just thank each and every one of you that are here today and are taking time to enjoy this new building. And there is a lot more to love in there. So I want to thank each and every one of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Terry. Did I hear you say there's a jackpot for everybody in there somewhere?
Yes.
All right, I'm liking those words. Always there's a team, and the board of directors as a team, the things that we do day in, day out. And I'd like to ask our board of directors to come forward. Vice Chair Glenn Gobin, Treasurer Misty Napiahi, as well as Marlon Freiberg, Hazen, and Marie Zacchius. Please come forward and share anything that's on your mind. Remember, you got about 2 minutes per share. All right, can we give Glenn a warm welcome?
First off, I want to thank everybody for coming out this morning. I know they were predicting rain and we got sunshine, so we got a lot to be thankful for today. You know, having stood up here for a number of openings, it's really hard to do this during a pandemic COVID time, because ordinarily this parking lot would be full of people waiting to come in, and we'd be able to have a tribal member night that tribal members could come in and enjoy this facility first before we did a opening to the general public. But unfortunately, we weren't able to do that. But it doesn't devalue of the importance of what's taken place here. As our chairwoman acknowledged, it's been a long journey for Tulalip to get to where we are today. From our humble teachings to our humble beginnings to where we are today to be an economic powerhouse in Snohomish County. to be able to provide for our needs of our membership and our future needs of our membership, and to give guidance and set a path as we go forward. And we hope that this helps continue to build upon that path and strengthen us as we go forward in a positive way. As was mentioned, Belinda has taken over this job, but Belinda was taught by Teresa Gyra. Teresa Gyra, she took ownership of the QCC when that was developing and growing, and she brought it into the brand it is today and watched it grow and built her team up around her. And when she decided to leave, she had a very capable team in place, and Belinda stepped up and took the reins, and we haven't skipped a beat. And I really want to thank her for doing that. And to do that, it means you take ownership of your position. You take ownership. This becomes you. It becomes part of you. And it truly has for all of our team members. The pride of our team members, whether you're tribal or non-tribal, to say that you work at a beautiful facility like this, it's very powerful. Thanking all of our team that did the construction from the planning. And when it started out as another remodel as the Q. And what quickly surfaced to the top was, if we're gonna spend that much money on a remodel, we need to build a new one and really design it to what our true needs are as we see it going forward. And this is what we have today, and it really makes a statement. But we had a great construction team, from the architects to the builders, Anderson Construction, but also our tribal members that took part in this project, from the subcontractors to the workforce that also took ownership to be a part of this. And I know from being in construction myself through the years, whenever you build something and knew that you took part in it, you drive by it every single day and you say, I had a part of that. Part of me went into this building. And our teachings are of our people that when you pour yourself into the work that you do, it becomes part of you. And part of you goes into the work. And so as you'll go in today, you'll recognize the pride and the reason for that pride and what this building looks like. So I just want to raise my hand and thank each and every one for coming out today, and let the jackpots roll.
Thank you so much, Glenn. And I'd like to ask our treasurer, Misty Napiahi, to come forward and share with us. Misty.
Thank you, everybody. I'm so excited to celebrate something since we spent a year at home not celebrating much. So thank you, everybody, for coming out and seeing our beautiful building. So the big house, and then the Q used to be the little house. Is this going to be the medium house now? Like, what are we going to call this? It is really the place the Q should have always been. When you come off the freeway and you see this huge building here, and then Roy Robinson's parking lot looks like we have a lot of customers. So it all just fitted together really well. I too wanted to thank Teresa Gyra for everything that she did to bring us to this place. And it was really her leadership in the beginning stages of this, like Glenn said. It started out as a $24 million remodel, and it grew to one of the things that we're most have so much pride around right now is this beautiful building. And she passed the baton off, and Belinda took it and ran with it. So I really want to thank these two women that stepped up, two tribal member women, to bring us here today. I also wanted to thank Alan Fenrich. He was working for Anderson, and he could tell you every stone in the wall, every tile that was laid down, he can speak to it. Another tribal member that put his heart and his love into this building. So can we give a round of applause for them? The last thing I want to say is staff kept telling us we needed to build to compete with Angels. And what I want to say is, bring it on, Angels. We're ready for you.
Thank you, Misty. How about Marlon Freiberg? Can we give a welcome to Marlon?
First of all, I want to thank elders that are here. I know, like Glenn mentioned the last time, or when we opened the big casino, we rolled out the red carpet, we did the limo did all those things in honor of our elders, and I stand here and apologize that we couldn't do that in the times that we're faced right now. You know, it was mentioned that we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for our ancestors, and I want us all to remember that and reflect that, because they paved the way for us to be here to do what we're doing today. And it's very important that all of us and our young people understand the struggles and the sacrifices they made for us to be here today. And it's really important because they really did sacrifice. I was a part of the opening, the first casino. It was great. This has been in discussion for 10 years. And the past leaders that sat with us or sat before us, we have to give credit to them as well, because this was a long process. You know, I want to thank the drummers and the singers before coming out and honoring us with that song. It's part of our tradition. You know, the things that we do as Indian people. You know, and I say it in those terms because we are Indians. You know, and I want us to remember all those things that we've come from. You know, we were blessed with gaming. You know, we put on this 22,000 acres reservation at the treaty time. And a lot of us face some things in the communities of envious, or whatever you want to call it. And I was approached by a non-tribal and asked me about the casino and all that. And I said, well, I don't know who did this, but somebody put a freeway right through our reservation. And that's where we get to benefit from. You know, this freeway and all the access that the folks that are driving by, they see what we have. It's been beneficial to us. And our chairwoman had mentioned what this does for us. It helps us in so many different ways. You know, so Teresa, I see you in the back, and I can't not leave this stage without thanking Teresa for all her hard work. I got to sit in those meetings, and when we said as a council, this is your show, we put a lot on her shoulders, but I tell you what, she ran those meetings with an iron fist like her grandpa used to do it. And I commend you for that, and I thank you for being here, because without your leadership in passing the baton to Belinda, and I know she's doing a great job, and all the staff, you know, we wouldn't be here today. So I don't gamble. I want to go in there and eat, but you guys are going to be so thrilled with what they've done. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Marlon. And now I'd like to ask Marie Zacchius to come forward. Marie, I've served with her for many years. Let's give her a warm welcome.
Whoops. I touched it and it came down. Thank you. Good morning to everyone. And first of all, I want to thank our Creator, Lord God, for bringing us here today, for stopping the rain for a moment. And I want to as well acknowledge everyone that participated in this project, especially Teresa and her team. There's a whole team that comes together, looks at everything, and moves forward with it, and Belinda taking the reins and not skipping a beat like it's been said. There's a whole team that it took to get here. I want to thank our staff of the QCC, all those workers over there, the worker bees, the frontline workers, for making that a success. More popular sometimes than the big house during this pandemic. And I also want to, like Salou said, recognize our ancestors, thanking our elders here who are seated, who are here in attendance. Thank you for being here to support us. We give our thanks to our elders, our ancestors before us who had the vision to set aside land for the Quil Ceda village and where the resort is. And I want to thank the tribal members here, the singers, the drummers. I want to thank Natasha Gobin for her beautiful prayer in our language. And I just want to put my hands up to all the construction crew, the Anderson Company, all those subcontractors, including tribal members. Thank you for everything.
Thank you very much, Marie. And I'd like to ask Hazen to come forward. Hazen Shotbell. He's first year on Tulalip Board of Directors. Hazen.
Thanks, Mel. Thanks, everyone, for being here. It's been quite an exciting ride, the journey that our tribe has been taking all the way here. You know, I can think back when I was younger and not being so fortunate, not having no casinos, no source of income, and here we are today. looking at what we have today and sitting around here and you know, I'm grateful for everyone that participated and helped in the process of that. You know, it has been, you know, it's been a good process. You know, I was a part of the casino, helping to design at the beginning of this, and it was an awesome experience. You know, and again, my hands go up to Teresa. It was an honor to work with you for the 14 months we sat down side by side and going through the gist of every angle of this place, all the long hours, and yeah, you took a toll. It took a toll on you of all the energy you dispersed, not only running the QCC, but at the same time being the head of the whole design team in every aspect. It's been an honor to sit with you, and you know, and then you know the higher power has some other plans for me, and I now came over to be a board of director, and I'm here to help with the grand opening of this new QCC. And so I'm definitely honored. I'm thankful for everyone for being here, and thank you all for the support.
Thank you, Hazen. And you know, as we take time to celebrate and give thank you, I'm looking for Teresa Gyra. Where are you, Teresa? Can you raise your hand? Just everybody look back there. She's ready. Give her a big thank you, Teresa. You know, a lot of you may not know, I served as a blackjack dealer in 1993, and Teresa and Marcy were pit bosses. And I always like to tell the story. The hairstyle at the time was beehives. And they looked very good in beehives. But thank you so much. You know, thinking about projects and where this tribe has been, and I've been so fortunate to have a front row seat. 1999, when I got on, Glenn and previous board of directors had laid a foundation. We're going to build a big casino, and we embarked on that. Then we did the hotel, and now the Q here. But I want to remind everybody, every journey has its challenges, and every one of those projects, it wasn't always easy. But what came out of it was how you work together as a team, how we come together and solve things. Teresa was very good at that. Then Belinda steps in, Ken, Marcy, and the board of directors, solving issues and making things happen. So can we give all of them a great big hand? I'd like to ask our Quil Ceda Creek Vice President, Belinda Pegnis, to come forward and share whatever's on your mind, along with our President, Ken Kettler. So let's give Belinda a great big hand and thank you.
Thank you. I hope everybody can hear me okay through my mask, my new Quil Ceda Creek mask. Good morning to Layla, community, our elders, all of our visitors that have come to see this wonderful event today. What a beautiful day to celebrate the opening of the new Quil Ceda Creek Casino. And I just wanted to share a few words and thank everybody who came today to participate and to make this a wonderful, memorable event. It has been challenging this last year during these times to come together and to celebrate. Today, though, let's take that time to recognize and celebrate all of the hard work that has went into this project, especially our security and our marketing team for putting together this socially distanced possible grand opening. I want to thank our tribal members who came out with song. Thank you very much. I want to thank our elders. Again, thank you so much for coming and participating. To all of the tribal members, this is for you. This is our future. I have had the opportunity for 28 years now to be a part of the Tulalip Gaming Organization family, and it's what a wonderful experience this has been. And all of the support, it's been very uplifting. So not just the last 8 months that I've stepped up and taken on the reins to be at the forefront of this project with the team, but more importantly, it's been the 28 years that I've had the opportunity to work with Ken Kettler, Marcy Freiberg, and Teresa Gyra as mentors and strong leaders in our community and within our business. So that's been a wonderful experience for me. And I just hope that I can make everybody proud today, and that you're out here to have a great time and to be safe and social distance. I want to thank our construction team, our owner's rep, Eric Guyan. I also want to thank the project team who worked tirelessly day and night between operating the old queue and putting together this beautiful new property for everybody to enjoy. There are so many more things to love. More slots, more jackpots, more food venues, more exciting, fun, good times to celebrate moving forward. I want to thank all of our partners. One thing that I can tell you that I want to share and pay forward is how uplifting this last year has been, from the community to our other tribal leaders reaching out to support us in our opening during these times. Thank you, all of you. Thank you to our vendors and our partners who have come here to support us. And thank you, most of all, I love you, Teresa Jaira. This is it. It's go time. Thank you, everybody. Have a great time.
Thank you, Belinda. She's done a great job with her team. And again, with Teresa, left everything in good hands. That team actually created the demand and the need to grow because of how much they cared about one another and our guests. This is an opportunity to bring on the competition. The gaming industry by nature is very competitive, and this property gives us a chance to continue to have that market leadership that Tulalip is known for and is so proud to be a part of. I'm so excited to be able to be a part of this, and the project team in the last couple of years, it was about a little over 2 years ago that we were here, had a groundbreaking party. It was a pretty darn good party that day. I wish we could party a little more today, but as Mel said, with COVID, we want you to be safe inside as well today and in the future. So, please adhere to our guidelines. I thank everyone for coming out on this sunny day. It feels so good to be out in the sunshine for a change. You're going to be impressed by the quality of construction here, the beauty of the design and the colors, and all the activities. You're going to have food choices and items that we weren't able to do in the past. Lots of entertainment when we're able to do that, and all the latest and greatest machines. So I know many of you come down here as regulars, and you're going to see that we respected the things that were important to you. And as many have said, we're not trying to be new and improved. We just want to create more to love. So we've tried to hold true to those values and to produce a facility that carries it across the street. The comfort of a parking garage, the ease of access, all of the things that make this a place to be. So we're going to go with the board of directors, Belinda, myself. We're going to go over and set up to cut the ribbon here because we're pretty much right on schedule. And we'll get the ribbon cut and get you inside.
I think we're getting closer to something. Also, I want to ask the board of directors, Ken and Belinda, to space out over there for the ribbon cutting. And one last little sharing, as I remember I'd shared with you that each project had its challenge. And I want to thank Marie Zakis, when she was chairwoman. She asked Marlon Freiberg to help get the project moving. And Marlon, with his experience and everything, he got it moving again. So Marlon, thank you very much for what you did. Let's get lined up for the ribbon cutting. And once the ribbon is cutting, then the board of directors will walk in on the red carpet, officially opening the Quil Ceda Creek Casino. So let's gather around. And as a gesture of politeness to our elders, please allow Tulalip elders to follow right after the board of directors, then our VIPs.